Hello everyone. My name is Marie-Nell Prepotente. Today, I'm sharing my personal reflection for EPSY 328, focusing on language diversity in our schools. We'll look at how shifting from a deficit mindset to an asset-based lens completely transforms how we support diverse learners. In this first section, I want to unpack my initial expectations. I entered this course holding several common myths about classroom communication, but our readings and discussions quickly challenged those biases and deeply reshaped my professional approach. To be honest, my biggest initial mistake was viewing language through a deficit model. I found myself focusing entirely on what EAL students were missing in English, rather than valuing the incredible cultural wealth and knowledge they already possessed. A critical turning point for me was learning to separate a language disorder from a language difference. A disorder involves systemic developmental gaps, while a difference is a rule-governed variation. Treating a cultural difference as a disability does a profound disservice to a child's identity. It was eye-opening to realize that regional dialects and accents aren't broken English. They are highly structured, systematic forms of communication. Honoring these patterns is vital to building an inclusive space where students feel safe and respected. There is a persistent misconception that multilingual parents should only speak English at home. In reality, maintaining the native language preserves family bonds and actually accelerates English acquisition through a natural process called linguistic transfer. The distinction between BICS and CALP was a massive revelation. While a child might pick up social, conversational English in just 2 years, mastering the abstract, formal academic language required for school success can take up to 7 full years. That 7-year timeline was my true aha moment. It explains why a student who sounds completely fluent on the playground can still struggle deeply with academic tasks. It reminded me that our support must outlast surface-level fluency. I also learned to embrace the silent period. Silence isn't a failure to learn, it's an essential stage of deep observation and peer imitation. The brain is actively processing classroom routines and linguistic frameworks before producing speech. In this next section, we move from theory to practice. Implementing evidence-based strategies like Scarborough's reading rope and explicit vocabulary frameworks is how we translate our inclusive values into daily classroom support. To lower performance anxiety, I sustain meaningful dialogue even when a student isn't ready to speak back. I use varied question types, offer bounded choices to reduce pressure, and always praise communicative effort over perfect grammar. Communication in my classroom goes far beyond spoken words. I embrace non-verbal gestures, incorporate clear visual symbols, and use choice cards. This gives every student a functional pathway to interact with their peers. I frequently use KWL charts to intentionally connect new material to a student's prior life experiences. Mapping what they already know bridges their unique cultural background with academic texts, making the curriculum accessible and relevant. For vocabulary instruction, I rely on the systematic SS-TAR-RS framework. I make sure to explicitly stress and show the word, tell the meaning, and intentionally relate it to the student's own lived experiences to make it stick. Instead of using rote dictionary definitions, I implement interactive semantic mapping. Visually webbing words together helps students see conceptual relationships. This builds deep language comprehension and strengthens the vocabulary strands of their reading rope. Because grammar rules can feel abstract, I introduce color-coded word tiles into my lessons. Manually manipulating prefixes, suffixes, and root words makes language structure tangible, helping students confidently build and expand their sentences. I use story kits and sequencing tools to develop essential narrative frameworks. Practicing retelling stories using full sentences allows students to build vocabulary safety orally, which serves as a necessary bridge before tackling written literacy tasks. I actively partner with parents by inviting them to discuss our classroom themes at home in their native language. This deepens their conceptual understanding, which then transfers beautifully into their English academic work at school. In this final section, I want to look toward the future. This course has given me much more than a collection of teaching tools. It has fundamentally shifted my professional philosophy to focus on long-term advocacy. Moving from a deficit view to an asset-based mindset is where I've grown the most. I no longer see a problem to fix, but a profound cultural resource to honor. Multilingualism is a cognitive gift that enhances social awareness and flexibility. In my future practice, advocacy will be a priority. I will work to protect students from diagnostic misidentification, explicitly support executive functioning needs, and cultivate a safe, inclusive space where every home dialect is genuinely valued. My reflection is grounded in the professional frameworks of Scarborough's Rope, the Hainan SS TARRS strategy, and our core course material. Thank you so much for listening, and let's continue building classrooms where every voice can thrive.